Alright guys, how you doing? Today I gotta show you how to take some stuff out of Illustrator and shove it into After Effects. Basically this is the same thing that I told you guys about in class, but as I told you, I'm going to make a video. So like I showed you in class, what we have, we've got, Carl the alien. He looks frightened because he knows I'm gonna chunk his head off and he's gonna get sassy. And so what we got to do, first of all, we got to make his mouth a little bit sassier. Just because, how sassy is that mouth? This thing. So we know we have to take these groups, these paths here, which are just paths right now, and turn them into layers. The first thing we need to do, of course, and I'm going to zoom out to show you this, is to select the paths that we want to be grouped so we can kind of like make sense of our lives and not have an existential crisis over the number of layers that we're working with, right? So if I select all of these, I'm just going to Control G, or if we're working on Command G, and look, they got shoved into a nice little group there, and all we got left is the parts of our alien. That's what we got to deal with, right? So ahead, oh man, let's move his mouth back like a little bit. Is he sassy? I don't know. He looks like now he's gonna kill us all. This is now like an Independence Day alien who's like running the show. So we jump back in. First thing I need to do is make sure that the parts of him are grouped appropriately. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the head. So I'm just gonna select. I've got the black arrow, the selection tool movement. I'm gonna go over that. Control G, and as we watch in the paths, bam, we've made a group, and already we should be feeling better about our lives. Again, I'm going to jump on in, get that, hourglass figure of his on purpose. Control G. Look, we've got a group. For now, I'm actually going to delete these two paths. I'm going to delete this path, and I'm going to delete this path just so we kind of know what we're doing. Also, don't know what this path was for when it was originally created. And look, we've got some rectangles. We've got a face. We've got a body. Good. We do, as you might notice, his head now inserted itself into his neck. We have to pull that back up. Wunderbar. We've got our alien. But, as you can see, we still have paths, right? We have to get these back out to actual layers. For that, I'm going to click over here to select it. The other way we could do it, if I had this unselected right now, I could just click and I would select the group. I'm going to go click over here. Collect a new layer. Wunderbar, I have a layer, and I'm going to do that here with each of these in a row. Collect a new layer, up at the top, collect a new layer. You're going to get a cornucopia of colors. That's kind of just part of the deal that you got to deal with at this point. And that's okay. Don't worry about the colors, right? Like, look, oh, pink, that's a pink layer. Oh, it's a cyan layer. Wonderful. That's what we want. Collect a new layer. Now these are all called layers. That's what we want. I'm just going to hold down Shift and select. I could also just select them individually. I'm going to drag now over my top layer. Look, I'm dragged up. Boom. And now you can see they are all the same layer as my layer 1. So I've got a bunch of layers, but when I get into After Effects, I want to make sure these guys are named, right? So really quick, I'm going to double click on it. I'm just going to go head. Get up in here, get some body going. Get up in here. Which arm is this guy? Oh, it's a leg. Oh, Jesus. We've got a left leg and we got a right leg. So let's just, for the sake of argument, our leg, jump up here, name it as L leg. This becomes more important now to you guys as you work with a partner and you're transferring Illustrator files back and forth. So now I'm going to go up to File. I'm sorry you can't see it, but File. Oh, geez. File. And I'm going to Save As just so you can see what I'm doing. And as long as it's an Illustrator file, I'm good. So Grouper and Pathfinder demo. Instead of 45, I'm going to go 360. As an homage to Tony Hawk. I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to click OK. Bam. So I've got my alien. I'm going to jump into After Effects. And voila. If I go File, Oh no, I had this set up just a second ago. Where's my background? All right, guys, we're okay. We figured this out. So I had this beautiful background where my alien was going to live. I don't know where it is now, so I'm bringing it in. Here is my background. I'm gonna double click. I'm gonna open up Grouping and Pathfinder demo, Tony Hawk version, and down here, instead of import as footage, I'm gonna import as composition. What that's going to do is gonna allow me to keep the layers independent. I'm gonna click import. Bam, and I get two things. I get grouping 360 and I get grouping 360 layers. So I'm going to drag down grouping 360 layers, click on them, highlight them all, drag them into my composition above my first layer, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, I have for myself an alien. And you can see I can just click on parts of him. So now, oh god, let's not do that. That's not what we want to do. Don't want to like have an invisible floating head. I'm gonna drag his head above his body. This program just really wants his head to be below his body, which we don't want. I'm going to select all of these layers. I'm gonna shrink him on down, and I'm gonna shove him down where he needs to be, under the spotlight of a UFO, and that's how he needs to be, right? So if you wanted to animate him flying up, I could animate him. Oh, look at these noises Mr. Little's making. Are they the best? Isn't that what you always dreamed about? I could also animate the head. So like I showed you in class, if I wanted to animate his head, you know, go back for like, I'm an alien. You're not going to push me around. That's how I would do it, by just going to the transform properties, which you should know how to use at this point, and repositioning that head. We are at 8.5 minutes. I apologize, but I think this does count as a video. So there you go. It's how you get the stuff from Illustrator into After Effects. I hope this helped you. I'm going to go not talk about sassy aliens. And I wish you a lovely day. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some of the path tools to edit his mouth in a kind of like a nuh-uh, not going to take nothing, I'm an alien. You gotta take me out of your world. This is how I roll. And then we gotta, of course, move his eyebrows so that they're the correct position as well. We want him to make sure that he looks like you just gave him the wrong coffee at a Starbucks. And if we can get that, I think effectively we've done our job today. So I'm gonna give him one eyebrow down, so he looks skeptical. Not too far. I'm gonna do it just a bit, so he looks at us. Gonna select both eyebrows, push him down, so we know, Alien Carl is quite skeptical at us, and our lifestyle is humans on the Earth. So we're 2 minutes in. I don't know if I'm going to record more than one of these, so let's do this thing.